All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we're back with AP Artist Air, sponsored by AP Artist Pay in conjunction with Soul Radio Coast to Coast and me, DJ Krunch, live on a Tuesday night as always. And we have with us today for our 7th segment, Miss Lettrice Lawrence. And we're going to delve into her music and her story, and we will all be enlightened in hindsight. Lettrice, are you there with me today?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us here on AP Artist Air. And we're going to get right into it because I've listened to all of your songs, and I can't wait to share these songs with the world. And let's begin with you telling us who is Lettrice Lawrence, and let us know who she is in her own words.
Well, Lettrice Lawrence is passionate, complex, a dreamer, very spiritual, and just has a passion for healing the world and touching people who are confused and, have heavy burdens and I'm God's child.
That's what's up. Well, I'll tell you what, you are necessary. They're going to have to bottle you and put you on a shelf and sell you. Because we need that in the world everywhere.
Oh, God, yes. We really do.
That's
we
pretty
really,
awesome.
really do.
All right. Lettrice, when were you first absolutely sure you were destined to sing?
I was absolutely sure I was destined to sing when I was 4 years old. And I knew because everything musical I wanted to be a part of. And I sung all day, every day, at home. And then I just took that leap and I sung at church, and I was scared. Oh my God, I was scared out of my mind. But I found out that so many people like Gladys Knight and Barbara Streisand have that same type of fear when they first get on stage.
Right.
But once I got on stage and connected, all the fear just left, and I became someone else. So I knew at that age I wanted to be a singer, but I was sure I wanted to be an international star when I met when I had the chance to meet Lena Horne.
Oh my goodness, that's a big one.
Yeah, we saw her as a school when I was at Dublin Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
We went to see Sophisticated Ladies off on Wilshire.
All right.
Her show Sophisticated Lady, and she was in this long flowing turquoise beautiful dress.
Always elegant.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
she sat me down on her lap and she said, What do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a singer. I said, I want to be a singer like you, Miss Horne. And she said, well, what do you want to sing? I said, I want to sing everything. I want to sing gospel, pop, rock, R&B, jazz, classical, blues. She was blown away.
Right.
Absolutely blown away. But I told her, I've known I wanted to do this my whole life. And she was like, and she said, and you know what? You could do anything you put your mind to, baby. And she had that southern drawl, and
Mm-hmm.
just as beautiful and gorgeous and eloquent. And I knew at that very moment, I want to be like this lady. I want to be extravagant and just fabulous. And I knew I wanted to be a singer in my own right, And so I knew at that moment I wanted to be an international star.
All right.
After I met her. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That had to be something. She was Glinda, the Good Witch on The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
The Wiz, I should say.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
The Wiz.
The Wiz. And who wouldn't want a moment or two with her?
Okay.
Yeah, especially at a tender age. That had to be very impressive for you.
I will never forget it as
I'm
long as I
sure.
live. I
I'm
will
sure.
never forget it.
Well, that's
Ever.
one worthy of keeping there and sharing with the kids, the grandkids, and so on.
Oh yes, it definitely is.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to get into some Lettrice Lawrence music, and we have chosen as song number 1, The Moonlight Chaser. And we're gonna enjoy this, and then we're gonna talk about it after the fact, if that's okay.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lettrice Lawrence. This is Moonlight Chaser on Soul Radio Coast to Coast, courtesy of AP Artist Pay. You're listening to AP Artist Air.
I'm feeling pent up, it's been a long day. Ready to parlay, ready to play. Gonna lose control under the moonlight. Gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Ready to parlay, ready to play. Ready to parlay, ready to play. It's Friday night, just got home from work. I wanna go dancing. Wear my favorite skirt, Chanel on my body. Feels so good away. Won't hurry to the club. Boy, I'm ready to play. The music is starting. I'm losing all control. I'm dancing in the moonlight. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Good to the last drop. Maxwell House. That's Maxwell House right there, Lettrice.
You know, I know. I've been drinking coffee since I was 17.
Moonlight Chaser. That's awesome, though. Okay, so tell us what was the motivation, the inspiration, and the message behind that song? How did you come to write that one, and tell us what it's all about?
You know, it's really interesting because Brandon and Devin, Brandon Ford and Devin Shaw, I've been working with them since 2010, and they are absolutely amazing. I mean, they fill my life with joy. They're my family.
Right.
And I have to say that it was Brandon and Devin's idea, the song. I mean, the concept was totally Brandon's idea.
Right.
And I said, are you guys serious right now? And they were like, yeah, let's have some fun, right? And so, you know, it was funny because I remember Devin was like, do it in your girly voice. Ready to party, ready to play, ready to party, ready to play. He's like, be fun with it. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? And I'm going to tell you something. Andre Pittman took that song and he got with Climax Corporation, and they got a distribution deal with Universal Music Group. And that song did really well. I mean, it especially did well on iHeart.
Okay.
And, you know, and a lot of house people and a lot of gay people and a lot of people, you know, they thought, oh my God, this is such a free song.
Right.
You can have fun with it. And, you know, and so my best friend, literally, that's one of her favorite songs. And she said when she had COVID, she was in the tub singing it loud at 3 a.m. That's what kept her breathing.
All right. Well, hey, whatever works when it comes to that, I'll tell you.
Right. So, I mean, it's one of those songs. You go out, you have a good time, you get home from work, you want to go out and have fun.
Right.
You know, it's one of those, you know, it's one of those carefree type songs. And those are the type of songs people want to hear because they want to have a good time and get their mind off of serious things.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, COVID certainly was one of those things we needed to get our mind off of, because it was hard not to wake up each day and that's all that's on your mind.
Right. And so
right in the midst of it.
And that song slipped through the cracks. That song and Lonely, that album, it was on a collaborative album in 2020. And Tito Puente Jr. was on it. Climax was on it. And Stephanie Angelini was on it. Several other people were on it. And I made it with 2 of my songs, Lonely and Moonlight Chaser. So I'm grateful for that album.
All right. You did mention one of my groups I enjoyed back in the day when they first came out, Climax. You had something going with the girls of Climax, because I think Cheryl Cooley was one of my first interviews on the radio ever.
She's really a good friend of mine. She's a sweetheart.
All right.
And love her music.
Yes,
love
indeed.
Her spirit. She's very talented, and I have to say that, you know, she has a good relationship with the label I'm with. So I really love her.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still doing things, and you know, as I said, she was one of my first radio interviews ever, and gracious. I went to a birthday party for her, in fact, at Barbara Morrison's. A few years back, and actually got to meet a few other people. My girl from Taste of Honey, Janice, got to meet her, and a few other cool people. But yeah, Cheryl is a great people, and I love Climax.
I love the group. It's great.
Yeah, some wonderful stuff they did,
and they perform wonderful live. They really do.
Indeed, and still,
yes, they do.
Yeah, somebody slap me. All right, Lettrice. That's a great song. Certainly do like that vibe. And
thank you.
Yeah. Before we even move any further, let's let everybody know how and where they can go digitally or whatever to support Lettrice Lawrence and her music.
Okay, well, you definitely could go to APartists Lettrice.com/L. But you could also go to www.lettricelawrence.com/music-store as well.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Lettrice, Lawrence, LAWRENCE, Lettrice Lawrence, and definitely at APArtistPay.com, and also on the website. Tell us that website again.
Okay, it's www.lettricelawrence.com/ and then music-store.
All right. And we definitely want to go there and support Lettrice Lawrence and her artwork, her art, period. And we're going to move on to song number 2, Taking It Back. Now, this for me, as when I was a young boy, I remember you give something to your friends and you want to go back and get it. You're an Indian giver. I was an Indian giver, I'm sure. Multiple times. My mom probably would not be proud, but, if she's listening to this, Mom, I hate to say it, but yeah, I went and tried to get some stuff back. But tell us about Taking It Back. What's that about?
Okay, Taking It Back. We were still dealing with COVID, 2021, and George Floyd had died, and we were dealing with a lot of senseless murders of Black and brown, and I was tired,
right?
Really tired of it. Tired of the lies on Fox. It's tired of all the things that were going on in the world and all the things they were telling us.
Disappointment in our leadership.
Yeah. And I wrote that song out of pain and frustration. And and that's what the song was about. Taking back our power, our health, taking back our lives, and basically taking back equality, because our people were being senselessly murdered, women, men, children,
right, and
brown people too, and that wasn't even covered on TV. The brown people they were murdering, right, who half the time didn't have any weapons, and they mistake their phone for the weapon.
Oh, that's
and so so I got mad. I think it was a young man who was Latino, and he was 19 doing security work, and he had he was a security guard, and they shot that boy, and he was trying to make money so that he could go to school, and that in George Floyd, it made me mad. And then there was another man in the car that got killed in front of his girlfriend and her daughter, and I said, that's it. And I wrote this song, and I was tired. I was like, I'm sick and tired of the lies.
Exactly. Yeah, you had
sick and tired of crying. Sick of all the dying. Asking myself why.
Right.
It just made me mad. And people, they say when they hear the song, they're empowered when they hear it, because it's powerful.
All right. Well, I can appreciate that. Empowerment is something we definitely all could use a little bit of to be our best selves. And the atrocities that were going, seemingly they were ramping up at that point. I'm not sure if it slowed down a whole lot. They just try to be a little more covert in their operations, I suppose. But we're going to get into it a little bit right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lettrice Lawrence, Taking It Back on AP Artist Air on Soul Radio, Coast to Coast.
Do you think that everything's about you? Never want to hear what anyone else goes through. Well, I'ma tell you what you don't want to hear, and I'ma make it crystal clear. Here, taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back, 'cause you didn't get the best of me. Taking it back. You don't know my whole history. Taking it back, 'cause you didn't get the best of me. Taking the time out to work on me.
All right, Lettrice. You took
Hey
it back.
there.
You took it back. Yeah, taking it back. All the lies, and we certainly got a lot of that whole scenario just got a lot of press during that time during COVID. And
Yes.
yeah, I don't know that we ever really got the true story because so many things were flying through the press at the time. I was hearing stuff about the 5G networks actually having something to do with it, and all the conspiracy theories of them using this to try to cover up something else that's going on big in the world. And, it's not unusual for our administration to do things like that. But yeah, during COVID, that certainly gave some people something to focus on other than the day to day. And that's a great song you wrote.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do. I mean, I have to say that, me and Brandon and Devin collaborated on this. Devin produced this. Devin Shaw, my other producer, he produced this song. This was his baby. And, I went into the studio twice and recorded this. But when I went to the studio the last time, I went into Keith Rouster's studio. He's played for all different type of people. He's played all over the world, and he's played for Michael Jackson and worked with so many different people.
Right.
And he has a studio, and we went in there, and he said, let her go. Just let her just feel it. Let her feel it. Let her feel the pain and the frustration. And he just let me go and have takes. And so it was very emotional. So you could hear the cry of me being sick and tired of the things that were going on. And I want to thank Enthroned Records right now for putting that song out in 2021, because people needed to hear that.
Right.
About all this, propaganda and lies and things that were going on. And I really love it because this one's on AP Artists. Specifically, it's on the apartist.com/L.
APartistpay.com.
Yeah. Pay.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they could get it on apartist.pay.com/L, and it's, available. And so I'm excited about this song because it still reigns to be true even today.
Yes. In fact, my doctor and all of our healthcare professionals, they're still saying, COVID never really ended. We're just living with it. And every year there's a new strain and a new inoculation that they want to give you and all that. So, we have to have something to kind of gird up our own spirit, if you will, in the midst of all this terrible stuff we're still going through, 5-6 years later, almost at this point.
Right. It's just like an attack on the entire world.
Indeed. And then our administration we've got more propaganda now than all the third world countries combined.
I know. That's the thing that's crazy to me. I'm just like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
So it's like you just have to stay prayed up, and you can't let the noise disturb you, and you can't let the noise depress you or get you to the point of no return with your anger.
Indeed.
That's the thing.
Indeed.
Yes.
And I like that because I heard a little church girl come out of there, and me being a church boy from down there in Georgia, I like to get on those kind of subjects.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a little gospel tinge in some of these songs that I have coming up here. We'll get into that in just a second.
Okay.
But yeah, let's move on to the third song, and we'll cover each one as we go.
Okay.
This one is My Secret Lies.
Now,
Secret Lies. That's a lot to digest. I'm not sure how you're gonna explain that one to us, but I'll tell you what we'll get into the song first, and then we'll talk about it after the fact. That okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lettrice Lawrence, My Secret Lies, on AP Artist Air on Soul Radio, Coast to Coast.
I've been in bad situations, but this one feels good to me. A wonderful new sensation makes me drop down to my knees. You know I'm afraid these feelings have been betrayed. You make them go away, and suddenly I feel okay. Don't make me beg. You know just what I need. Don't make me bleed. Searching for sweet release. Don't make me beg. Don't make me bleed. Come rub me down. You know I'm all you need. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. I wanna be free because this feels good to me. So I wanna be free because this feels good to me. Do you wanna go deep to the point where you can see you possess the key, unlock the enemy? Touch me deep. Feel me. Yeah. Feel me. Yeah. Go deeper, babe. Show me where my secret. I need some more, baby. Deep. I want more, show me where my secret lies. Go deeper,
Okay, I have received some clarification here. I think in my own mind. Okay, so let me get what I got out of it, and then you can clarify or elaborate one way or the other. You are asking for a little help to show you where your secret lies.
Yeah, this was a little racy.
Well, yeah, I was thinking along the lines of,
it was
yeah,
for
this
my
is
husband.
okay. I got you.
Yeah.
It's a little provocative to just the casual listener, but I get it. I'm sure he got it. Yeah, but initially, just looking at the title, I was saying my secret lies, as in untruth.
Right,
and that's not
right.
really what you were talking about.
No.
Your secret is somewhere within. It's lying somewhere within, and I got it.
He has the key.
He has
to unlock it.
That's what's up. I get it now. I totally got that, and that's a good one. Tell us again where we can go to support Lettrice Lawrence and her music.
Okay, you can find it at www.latricelawrence.com/music-store.
All right. And of course, you can always go to apartistpay.com. Is it /L on that even?
Yes, it's
Okay.
slash L.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And, I never heard that part. I wonder if I should have been mentioning that on some of my previous interviews, but no one has called and said otherwise. So, hey, I think if you go there, you can actually find the whole library of everyone. So it's not difficult.
Right.
AP Artists Pay website and through the app or directly to the website. It's very easy to navigate. You can get right to your favorite artist's music and support them. And I appreciate Samaje and everyone over at AP Artists Pay for all of their work that they're doing with artists and with us here at Soul Radio Coast to Coast. So big ups to Samaje. And while we're at it, we're going to make a habit of thanking Nichelle Bell for everything that she does in getting all the music to me and coordinating each week's programming here on AP Artist Air.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have some words you want to say for Nichelle, she's definitely listening out there.
Nichelle, I love you, and she is like family,
Mm-hmm.
and she always takes good care of all of us at AP Artists Pay, and she's just really good at what she does, and I appreciate her so much. And thank you for everything.
That is for sure. And I say it all the time. Each week, I am just marveling at her professionalism and how she gets everything done. If I need something from her, which is rare, when she sends me stuff, it is so complete. I never have to say, oh, I need this, I need that, unless there's some kind of technical thing that I can't get past. And there are a couple small ones that she probably is thinking about even as I'm saying this, but she is the consummate professional, and I certainly do enjoy working with her because I know I'm gonna have it right the first time. That's what's up.
That's right. That's right.
What's up. And
Yes.
I noticed some of the lyrics of the previous song. You said, "I want to be free." In there somewhere there was a line, "I want to be free," and that is a good little segue to our next. This is an interlude, as it's called,
Yes.
called "We'll All Be Free."
Yes. Yes,
And,
indeed.
tell us about the inspiration behind "We'll All Be Free."
We'll All Be Free was also about equality and how we're not seen by the content of our character, but we're seen by the color of our skin most often.
Indeed.
And so I used an example of a bird,
Mm-hmm.
a metaphor as a bird flying in the sky. I like to feel the dew against my eyelids, just flying free,
Right.
in the sky.
Right.
I wanna fly, just you and I. Together, we'll all be free.
That's a great message. I can't wait to get into this.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lettrice Lawrence. We'll All Be Free. It's an interlude on Soul Radio Coast to Coast on AP Artist Air.
When I feel lost, afraid and lonely, I know you're there to carry and rescue me. I can fly like a bird to be free and feel the wind beneath my wings, because I'm soaring high. I love to fly high above the mountains, feeling free just to be me once again. I want to feel the clouds against my skin, the dew on my eyelids, my newfound freedom. I wanna fly, just you and I. Together we'll all be free. I wanna fly, just you and I. Together we'll all be free.
And see, that's where I got that together. We were talking a little earlier. Together we'll all be free. That's it. That's it. I knew I heard together in there somewhere, but that I am most impressed with that because that has that atmospheric vibe that always works for me. It takes you someplace. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all have love for a song that moves you.
Yes.
And I can see listening to that groove how, you know, someone might select that one when they want to get into that certain mode, if you will.
Oh yeah. That was one of those ones that I vibed in the studio and it just came to me.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. It was just amazing. It was
totally like that. And I can certainly feel some of the creative mastery of your production team. Let's give them a shout out again. Who is that? The same team you've been working with steadily throughout?
Oh yeah. I've been working. I also work with Walter Thompson as well, but I started out with him. But I started working with them after I had been out of college for years, and I decided to take some music courses to get back into some really, interesting. I wanted to be able to be even at a higher level. I wanted to hone my skills, and I met them when I was at West LA. And so when I met Brandon and Devin, I met 4 other people, and we just kind of like grew as a family. And it's like we feed off of each other in the studio. And I mean, and it's just like their vibe is just so amazing. It's heaven sent, honestly. Indeed. And we meet every Friday, and we work with other artists sometimes as well, and produce for other people as well. And I cherish it. It's something that I cherish.
Yeah. Well, your involvement in the music business is definitely at the forefront of what you're doing. You've worked with some significant people, actually. I went to your website and I perused some of your activities, and I saw you actually in a photo with none other than the great Ralph Johnson of Earth, Wind & Fire. And I was just wondering, tell us about that event and what's going on with your relationship with Ralph Johnson.
Well, I was at this Christmas event, this Christmas candlelight event, and his family went to Morningside UCC in Inglewood.
Okay.
And so he grew up in Inglewood, California.
Right.
And his sister is really good friends with me, Pamela Johnson. And so I worked with him in the studio, and we produced some songs alongside Pamela. And we came up with the song "A Very Merry Christmas," which Saida Garrett ended up picking up. And so, it's been a jewel to know him, and to work with him in the studio was wonderful because he's genius. He's been in this industry for years.
Yes, indeed.
He's been with Earth, Wind & Fire at least 77 years. And so, I mean, he is amazing.
Right.
And one of a legend, pretty much. And so
definitely.
And he's with Sony Legends, the that division. So I appreciate his wisdom and his creative process.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Ralph Johnson, he's still touring with them. I think they just filmed they did a tribute to them just a week or two ago on a Sunday night that was filmed at the Hollywood Bowl, and a lot of my friends went because they go to everything at the Bowl and leave me behind. But yeah, he's still looking good and still doing great things. I'm a huge fan of Earth, Wind & Fire. They're one of those groups that inspired me in my early going and doing, so have much appreciation for them and all that they do and everything they touch.
Oh yeah, I wanted to go to that event, but I pulled my back out of sorts that particular weekend, so I couldn't go. So I was mad about that.
Well, I bet you were. That was a bad one to miss.
Oh yeah, it was a really good show. It was really good.
Right.
And so, like I said, he definitely is a pillar of like. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a pillar of of the time. And like I said, they when you go to movies and different things, what do? You hear a song from them most of the time.
That's right.
There's always something from them on a soundtrack, no matter what genre, whatever, what kind of movie it is, whatever. And the thing is, I love that about them. They transcended through time.
Boy, they are
with their music.
Most public appeal of any group I can ever even think of right offhand. I mean, there's a lot that, traversed all the color lines and all the social lines and all of those things. But Earth, Wind and Fire has what I call that universal appeal. Right. Everybody loves them.
Right,
That's
right. I mean,
right.
and the fashion they brought on, and the album covers, just everything has always been creative from day one.
Right.
And so I love them. They have inspired me my whole music life. They've inspired me.
Right.
So,
yeah. That's pretty awesome. Now, you mentioned the word legends, and I did get some information, maybe from when we were just discussing a little earlier, perhaps. Tell us about your performing experience with Barbra Streisand, a true legend in her own right.
Oh my goodness. That woman, I have loved her since I was a young child. And I used to sing her songs on stage at talent shows when I was like 8 years old. I mean, evergreen. And,
yes.
The way we were, the way we were, and I just loved her. And so I have to say that when I got the opportunity, I was working with a young lady. Her name is Alicia Riley, and she was working with Sony, and I was working to get a recording deal with Sony. And so we got an opportunity to be involved with Barbra Streisand's Timeless tour, because she was about to retire. And I knew when she did that show, I said, she's not going to. When I did this tour with her, I knew she wasn't going to retire because she can't, because she's so amazing. I'm like, no, she's not going to retire. I don't believe this. So I did it with her, and I invited my parents and their best friends, and they were sitting on the second row behind Elizabeth Taylor, Jack Nicholson, Sidney Poitier, John Travolta. I mean, it was like a legendary legends.
Right.
And so my mom and dad, I had to tell them, okay, be cool now. Don't cut up.
Right.
Keep you're cool, right?
Yeah.
And so I was able to invite some of my friends as well. And when I met Miss Streisand, she just was so amazing. And she took my cheeks in her hands, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so happy to meet you." And first thing she said, "God, you got some beautiful teeth." And I was like, "Well, thank you." I mean, it's an odd comment, but it's like, okay. I said, well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told her I've loved you since I was a little girl, and she just was so delightful, and a perfectionist, and definitely disciplined is what I like.
Right.
Definitely disciplined, and sounded like the record, so it was hard not to lose yourself during the performance because
Indeed.
She sounded exactly like the record. What sealed the deal for me was when we were rehearsing, and I was backstage. We were in another room, and I was in the hallway. I walked through the hallway. I saw this big, tall figure with black hair and a black suit, and he had a blonde lady with him. And I kept looking. I said, that is John Travolta. Hold up. And so I don't know if you knew, but I had a crush on John Travolta when I was 7. And I had a crush. Yeah.
Right.
And I had a crush on Christopher Reeve, who
Mm-hmm.
was Superman when I
Right.
was 8.
Right.
So I had those posters in my room, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's walking down the aisle. I'm like, okay, you don't want to go into little girl Lettrice. It's not going to be cute.
Right.
So I had to hold myself together. And he said, I'm looking for Barbara's dressing room. I said, oh, it's right there. He's like, by the way, I'm John. I said, I know who you are.
Right.
And he said, right. And I said, I'm Lettrice. And then he introduced me to Kelly, his wife.
Right.
You know? And so he's like, oh, you have such beautiful teeth. And I started laughing. I said, boy, this is the thing. This is the thing the last couple of days.
Right.
And so we talked, and, you know, he asked me what I did, and what, you know, very sweet, hugged me, personable. You know, when you meet somebody, you know, the light of God is in them.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife, they had the light of God in them.
All right. All right. That's
And
great.
so it was a great experience working with her. She amazing individual, and I really want to run into her again. I want to run into her again and do some work with her again, because I believe that she is the most amazing person. She
That's
really
awesome.
is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I can think that would be better than what you've divulged thus far is if maybe Barbara Streisand and John Travolta could have got you to hook up with a Colgate commercial or a Crest commercial. You know, an endorsement from them would have gone a long way. It would probably still be a national commercial.
Right. Because I'm like, 'cause they kept talking about my teeth. And
Right.
I'm like, it's funny. It's really funny.
Right. And both in the same day in a short span of time. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Right.
That water pick was worthwhile that day.
And all
what's up.
and all the dental bills too.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey, don't even get me started over here. I know
Okay.
all about it. My wife knows about it too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but yeah. So you've had some brushes with some great people, and you've done some really cool things. Certainly, you know, I like those brushes with greatness. You know, because we don't all get to do that. As a limousine driver, I had a few. There were small brushes, but still, you're great people. You know, they don't come over to my house for a barbecue or anything. But it was just a pleasure to be in their presence for a moment or two, and that's a wonderful thing.
That's how I felt about it too.
Exactly. So,
right.
Yeah. Despite all the great people you can be around, though, all of your accomplishments start with you.
Hey, all right.
And that segues into our next song right here. It starts with me. And,
Yes.
Yeah. And this is Lettrice Lawrence. It starts with me on AP Artist Air on Soul Radio, Coast to Coast.
And remember that you have to concentrate on you, because there's a greater reward waiting just for you. It starts with you. I look in the mirror, but I don't recognize what I see. Searching for the pieces that uniquely created me. So the pieces that lived inside of me, I notice have drifted away. How can I find what's truly inside when I can't make it through the day? Who do I lean on? Who can see me? Who do I call when I lost it all? Will I ever be free to get away from this misery? I need to break free to get away from this misery. This is heavy on my spirit, weighing on my heart. Picking up the pieces is where I need to start. to break free. Stay away from the misery. Ooh. I'm down on my knees, begging you please. Lord, can you hear my call? I'm gonna stand tall, surpassing it all. I will not ever fall. I cherish my vow. I'm gonna start right now. Mirror confession, because it starts with me. I'm gonna do my vows and follow my heart. Mirror confessions of me. I hold to my dreams as hard as it seems. Mirror confessions of me. My eyes on the prize, my head lifted high. Almost lost it all, but I didn't fall. Stayed on my grind, had winning on my mind. It starts with you.
Man, I heard some of those lush arrangements of that sound bed that laid the foundation for that song, and I gotta give a shout out to your production crew. They have really, as we said in the studio once, it was a gospel recording. I say you have the anointing is in this place, and that was definitely one such production right there. I really like that one, Lettrice.
Thank you. I am so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah. It's funny because there was some people that didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, there were some people that didn't like it. And it really bothered me because I was trying to really talk about something serious with this song.
Well,
I was talking about a personal journey and not allowing the negativity to affect you from the outside. And to stay on your path, which I thought was really important at that time for me to get this message out. And, I went back and redid it, and that's the radio edited version of it. And I'm the one who laid that bass line.
All right, look at you.
I laid that bass line to give it a little something,
Right.
Yeah, because I felt like it was going to really be the weight underneath everything.
Right.
I felt like it was going to make it move better.
Look at you jumping in behind the scenes and getting live. That's awesome.
But yeah, my producers are fire.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Brandon Ford and Devin Shaw.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah, big ups to them brothers because they definitely did the thing right there, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Can we talk? I'm gonna go all the way to my Joan Rivers thing here. Can we talk a little bit? We were talking a little bit before we came live here, and you were saying support from our people is a thing, and let's get into that a little bit. Of course, you can go to apartistpay.com/L and support Lettrice Lawrence, and her music is all there. And of course, on her own website, give them your website again, Lettrice.
It's www.lettricelawrence.com/music-store. And you can find everything that you can't find on AP Artist Pay. You can find there. But eventually, before this year's over, I'm gonna have everything on AP Artists.
AP Artist Pay. That's right. That's right. They are.
I'm gonna have everything on there.
They are there for you. If you're an artist coming up and you're listening to us right now and you're wondering how to get your music out and be heard and get a little airplay, well, it can all start right here. Just go to apartistpay.com and hit up the folks there. Samaje will be more than happy to respond to you and tell you how you could be the next interview right here on AP Artist Air. And but talking about support though, Lettrice, let's go back. Support from our people, and I know you've done some incredible work. You've done some operas.
Yes.
in other languages even.
Yeah, I did a French opera,
Hmm.
and it basically is a comedy opera, and the only comedy opera that Joseph Bellonier produced, and he was the Chevalier. The Chevalier, he was a professional fencer,
Hmm.
but he was also a violinist, and he played for the royal court for Marie Antoinette in French,
Oh my.
in France.
Hmm.
And so the thing is, she was besties with him, and she basically put him in a place where he could be heard, and he could be, at the the forefront during those times, which was excellent. But the minute he went against her, when she started doing the people wrong, and
Hmm.
they were going hungry, and when she approved of the racism they were projecting towards him, that's when he decided to be a part of the revolution, and basically have a concert in support of the revolution. And pretty much that's when they kind of like threw him out, so to speak.
Right.
And when she was beheaded, Napoleon came in and took over, and he destroyed every works that Le Chevalier wrote and arranged, all his beautiful music. And this particular opera was one of them. But luckily, a lot of his music was found and restored,
All right.
which was amazing. You see, that's the thing. The devil can try to destroy you, but when you have something that's for the better good, it can't be destroyed.
That's true.
And so I love the fact that people are paying homage to Joseph Bellonier, especially now. And so I have been a part of this opera for the last couple of years.
Hmm.
And it's absolutely wonderful. It's a festival, Chevalier Festival. I've been a part of it the last couple of years. It's in French completely.
Hmm.
And I play the main role of Leontine. And it's really a good role for me because the pieces are very they're challenging, but they're very, very virtuoso pieces. And so I'm a lyric soprano.
Mhm.
I'm a coloratura. So this is a really good role for me, and it highlights one of our own as a composer, because he was mulatto,
Okay.
and that's why he wasn't accepted at that time, because he was a mulatto. They would not let him be the resident director in the opera house because he was a person of color.
Right. Right.
So I celebrate every time I sing that particular role. So I've been with him the last 3 years. That's the Afro-American Chamber Orchestra under Janice White.
All right.
So I've been with them the last 3 years.
All right.
I've also sung with the San Bernardino Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
I did a performance with the Philharmonic, and also I worked with the Southeast Symphony for 8 years.
All right. Tell us the gentleman's name again, the mulatto gentleman.
His name is Joseph Bellonier.
Okay. And tell us what time period he actually lived in and did all of his work.
It seems like 15th century.
Yeah, 15th century.
15th century.
Yeah, because you mentioned that he was besties with Marie Antoinette, so I want everybody to know that these were hundreds of centuries ago, and don't go looking for her website and looking for selfies of the two, because they weren't besties like that, But yeah, this was a long time ago. But history has its way of making it to the now, and I can appreciate that, because I didn't really know of his story either. I will actually go and check some more of that out, especially and hopefully get to see some of your performances in that. So
yeah, like Chevalier, definitely look up the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Chevalier. It was on Hulu, but now I believe It's on HBO or Prime.
Okay.
But you can find it, and it's an excellent movie to see. You'll see the struggles because he was a son of a slave, but his father was a French nobleman.
All right.
And so he got him violin lessons and a fencer lesson. So he had the best of training and the best of everything, but he didn't understand that he was still black.
Right.
And so he'd been separated from his mother.
Mm-hmm.
So he lost those teachings. So unfortunately, he had to find out the hard way.
Right. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I'm not going to give too much away, but when you see the movie, you're going to be just astonished. Being that you're a violinist as well, you're going to love the pieces.
I'm going to definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. All right. Well, hey, we've been having a great time here today. And we did mention a little bit about our gospel background and our upbringing. Just so happens that my first cousin is, she passed away a couple years ago. God rest her soul. But she is the mother of one J.J. Hairston, who's one of our leading gospel artists today. And of course, his choir actually put a lot of great songs out that still challenge me as I struggle to do some of that bass work on my choir, you know what I'm saying? But and you grew up in the church as well. Do you work with your choir and your the choir and the music department at your church regularly around here?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I work with Richard Turner Jr.
Oh yeah, I know Richard real well.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Mm-hmm. And so I work at his church, and I section leader. I'm in the soprano section, and I actually am having a jazz show with him and some other all-star musicians Saturday at Westminster Presbyterian at 6, from 6 to 9.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to have to talk offline a little bit and give me that information, because that might be something we'll come and see. And by all means, the next time you talk with Richard, which I'm sure will be soon.
Tonight.
There you go. Just let him know that you spoke with me. He doesn't know much about DJ Krunch, but he does know me by Paul Addison, and that's
exactly.
So he will certainly know. And we've been around a lot of the same circles over the years. I do sound, and I've done some sound for some things he's been involved in here and there. And
wonderful.
We've crossed paths numerous times over the years. So he's a good friend of mine as well.
Oh wow! Yeah, you do know everyone in the world.
Well, not everyone, but I know a lot of them. You know,
you know a lot of the greats.
Indeed. Yeah, that's another thing I learned from Mom. Don't hang around people who are less than you. Try to be around people who are better to bring yourself up. You know, make me want to do more.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like I'm the best one in the house, we're in trouble. But,
I love that.
Yeah, I always say that, if I'm in a band, if I'm the least one in the band, we're going to have amazing success. But if anybody is worse than me, we're in trouble. That way keeps me humble.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But with the help of the Lord, we can all get through, reach all of our dreams. And that gets me to your last recording here that I have today, All of My Help. And this is your newest project, you were telling me?
Yeah, this is my newest project with Enthroned and Universal Music Group UK. And I think about my parents, because both my parents were ministers. Mm-hmm. And my dad's been gone for 11 years. My mom's been gone for 3 years. And I think about the things they taught me in telling me that all of my help comes from the Lord. Mm-hmm. And so there was a lady that really impressed me, and her name was Jackie Goucher.
Oh, I know Jackie.
And her song "All of My Help" was a song I sung a lot of places because they'd asked me to sing it, and I'm telling you, that song was powerful.
Yes.
And when she passed, it broke my heart because she was a beautiful person.
Yes,
and
indeed.
her music was beautiful. And I have to say that this song, I believe, is going to inspire a lot of people because it speaks about the fires in LA, the Pacific Palisades, and Altadena and
Yes.
in the eating and all that, and it just it broke my heart. And I actually drove to Pasadena and Altadena and saw a lot of the places that were burnt and the fires. And it was devastating.
Yeah, it was.
And so I speak about that in the song. I speak about I said something about you look all around and everything's burned. Remember hatred. Hatred is learned. And I said something about the democracy. I said that the dream was deferred, and I said that something about democracy to being demolished, and in the song. And when you listen to the song, and I said something about why can't we unite with our brethren and walk hand in hand, with our fellow man.
Right.
A united front with our fellow man. That's what we need right now.
Boy, wouldn't that be a great thing?
And so when you listen to the song, listen to these key things I'm talking about, because I'm talking about this because right now we're living in a state of Martin Luther King's dream being deferred.
Right.
All the hard work all these people did, all these marches they did, all the stuff they did, people feel like it was done in vain. But that's why we have to remember that God is still our ever-present hope. That's why all of my hope was written. God inspired me with the words. It came from him.
That there is no greater inspiration than that from God.
No, it isn't.
What's up? All right. Well, let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lettrice Lawrence, All of My Help, on AP Artist Air, right here on Soul Radio, Coast to Coast.
When I travel through life, sad faces around, no one is smiling, everyone's down. So many promises made and none kept. Although Jesus walked on water, he went. My burdens feel heavy, you're so far away. The darkness is hovering, clouding the day. Your yoke is easy, it weakens my
All right, Lettrice, girl, you have exquisite vocal range and you project with authority. That is awesome. All of my help.
Thank you.
That's what's up. I'm sure I will be playing Lettrice Lawrence music at Krunch Tyme Radio as often as I think about it, that's for sure. I'm on every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and of course AP Artist Air is at 6 p.m. till 7 or so, and I'm also on Sunday nights. So on Sunday nights I'm on from 8 till midnight, but the more reserved songs always make a way into my playlist, and you have some that will certainly fit in. So we will be enjoying Lettrice Lawrence music here on Soul Radio
I'm excited
for the immediate future, that's for sure. And
thank you.
I'd like to thank you for joining me here tonight on AP Artist Air, sponsored by AP Artist Pay, of course. And we had a good time. I think some people out there know a little bit more about who Lettrice Lawrence is and your journey. And we want to thank you for making that journey, because it makes the music that you have put out is certainly something for us to treasure and enjoy for time to come. Good music is the stuff that lasts, and you have some very good artwork that you've created right here.
Thank you.
I just want to reiterate, we need some more support from our people.
We do.
All of us aren't always. I mean, we get caught up in our hip hop culture and some of our R&B and all of that. But we are doing something in everything. If Beyonce can go out there and try to get a cowboy award, then we can support cowboy music. You know what I'm saying? We're doing everything, and we don't have to do anything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we got to instill some more fear in the world by doing greater with more.
But we need to do that. We need to do that.
We certainly
do. And thank you so much for that reminder.
Absolutely. Let's support our people, and you can definitely support Lettrice Lawrence by going to apartistpay.com/L and support Lettrice Lawrence and all her art and music. And also at her own website. Give us that again, Lettrice.
www.lettricelawrence.com/music-store.
All right. Well, my dear, keep doing what you're doing, and we will stay on the lookout for it. Make sure you stay in touch with me and us here at Soul Radio, and let us know where you're performing and when, and we will get out. We will let everybody know. Whenever you're doing something, just come by and just drop by and visit anytime, particularly on a Tuesday or a Sunday night, and let us know what you're doing and where, and we'll let everybody know, and then we'll show up in force and support.
Okay, and thank you so much.
You are absolutely welcome.
Okay. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Right.
God bless you too. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Lettrice Lawrence. Yeah. Definitely like to thank Lettrice Lawrence for joining us here in the midst of AP Artist Air, in the midst of Krunch Tyme Radio, right here on Soul Radio, Coast to Coast. We do this every Tuesday at 6 p.m., and we just have a good time here with live radio. We're on iHeart, we're on TuneIn Radio, we're on Alexa. All you have to do is say, Alexa, play Soul Radio Coast to Coast. I put the emphasis on the 2 because it's numeric. So say, Alexa, play Soul Radio Coast to Coast on iHeartRadio, and she will comply because Alexa is very professional and very proficient. She will bring it right up, and you can enjoy some of the greatest music of our lifetime. Timeless R&B, classic soul, new music, new artists. We're all deep up in there. In there like swimwear, they say, right? Thank you, AP Artist Pay. Thank you, Nichelle. Spread love, everybody.